Hello guys, and welcome to another unboxing with yours truly, Phoenix. My scissors, my very old rusty scissors, I really need to replace these, are ready, but I may not need them. Also, please excuse my mucky hands, I had issues with my bike earlier today, so yeah. I do apologise, oil is kinda hard to wash out. But we are here to open up this little parcel. There's bloody crumbs on it here. This little cardboard box contains what is my final gaming purchase of 2019. Yes, I am being hard on myself, I kinda have to. No more games will be bought by this person this year. That's the way it's gonna be. But one might say I've saved the best until last. Now I'm not going to flip this over because my address is on the other side, so yeah. So let's see if I can open this from this direction. This might be a bit... Yeah, it's a good job I got the scissors, isn't it? It's just... Oh, cool. Okay, we've got enough of a gap there. It's all about finding a little gap. I'm so used to opening things like this rather than just knifing. A lot of people use box cutters, but I can never quite gel with them. I don't know what it is. I'm just used to doing this. Ask him what my work, he'll tell you. Right, come on, open. Open sesame. Open! Open, damn you! Props to the seller. This is well wrapped. Thank you kindly for that. I'm not exactly a master of it myself, but I try. Come on. Come on, it's almost there. It's almost there. Almost. Right. 1 second. I have removed the address so that now we can safely open this up, I think. This is still a bit odd, yes. Still a bit odd. There's always a little bit more, isn't there? It's alright. It's better if I had to securely wrap with a J, have to be. This has come from France, by the way. Okay. Wait, damn it, I mistimed that. That was trying to sell that item thing. That is actually a relevant jingle, as you will soon discover. Oh, that might be... Oh, what is this? What is this, actually? Oh, that's good. That's good to know. We've got the protective stuff. But this is the main thing. You can see, wrong side, written on the front. EverDrive from Cricks.com. Oh, it's not actually Cricks.com. This was a French seller who had it before me. He bought it. No, jazz. Let's remove it from its protective bubble wrap. Thank you, bubble wrap, for keeping it safe. This is something of a bit of a holy grail of gaming as well. One of the many. Nice little box, isn't it? This is what it actually came in when they bought it from the Cricks website. Cricks, by the way, is the guy who invented the EverDrive. Now, I already have an SD to SNES, which I bought. Can you guess what this one is? That tune I hope was a hint, even if you can't tell. Open wide! I greet you, we'll look at that in a minute, with the EverDrive 64 version 3. A very wanted item of mine for quite a while. And I finally have one. Look at it. It's even done up to look like a proper N64 cartridge. That is really cool. But yes, this is the EverDrive 64, which is basically the magic cartridge for the Nintendo 64. And yeah, let's have a look at the information on the back. Caution! Power must be off before loading or removing EverDrive 64 card. Do not rapidly turn the power switch on and off, as this may cause backed up game packs to lose your stored game information. Do not blow on the edge connector or touch with your fingers. Everyone ignores that last one. Developed in Ukraine, yes. The game pack was designed in USA. Copyright 2012. Cricks. Cricks.com, and it uses this SD slot. If you're familiar with the SD to SNES that I got, I think last year, wasn't it? It's the same as that, but for the Nintendo 64. This cost me a bit more. There's a reason. This is a 32GB SD card, or it wants to be. That's what he said it was. I think it is though. It should be. It's very recent, so. And on this, I believe it contains the entire Nintendo 64 library. I am not making that up. The entire, every single game, well known or otherwise, you know, homebrew, well I don't know if it's everything homebrew, is contained on this little card, and this pops right, when I can get to go in, right in there, like so. Now one thing, there's supposed to be a switch on this it was talking about. I'll mention that in a moment, but I don't see it, unless I'm being dense, possibly. Yes indeed. I'm going to be streaming some of this later today, hopefully. I think it's a fit, because I've been on a break and I think it'll be a fitting return. But this is the last one for this year. Well, I say that, but I have Shenmue 3 pre-ordered, so like that technically I suppose that will be, but what a way to end it, I think. What a way to end it, and it might be my last gaming purchase for quite a long time. But what a purchase it is, because now I can have all my N64 games and they'll load faster, all the save data on there. Oh, it's even got a port on the side, I just realised that. That's a USB port, which it's more for developers from what I read. There's nothing on the other side. But I quite like this, it feels good, it's very lightweight. So I was a bit worried when I first collected this. So is there anything in this? But yeah, I know how lightweight these things are. I am really looking forward to having a blast on some of the games on this, including some of the games I may never have played before. I know I could emulate it, but there's nothing quite like plugging this in and just playing the actual thing on the actual hardware as it was meant to be. I am really psyched up to play this, and I'm hoping you'll join me for the stream of it later on today. But there is one more thing I want to show you, which this picture came with it. This explains how it works. So, Ultra CIC region configuration. Use needle to toggle this switch. The EverDrive 64 is, by default, configured to be used on a PAL, U or Nintendo 64, so it's fine. It'll work on mine. To use with an NTSC, USA or Japanese console, please use a needle to toggle a switch located in the SD card slot. So basically, that switch toggles it for a region, so it'll work on any console as long as you can toggle that switch. So, as you can see on the picture, you'd put a needle through the top slot and flick it. I wonder if I can get a look at it in here. Probably not. Let's just review for a second. Probably don't have the lightings that very good, but yeah. I don't think I can see it from in there. If you can, good for you, but I can't. There's a little switch inside there. So if you're in America, out of the territories, and wondering if you can get one of these or not, you can. Just make sure it's the version 3, because that's the latest one, and it plays 99% of N64 games, and it can play the 64DD games. But if you don't know what the 64DD was, it was an expansion released only in Japan. There was a limited number of titles for it, but they're interesting ones, and the number one interesting one for me is the FC expansion kit, which takes the game to a whole other level. I can now play that on my N64 without having to buy a super rare expensive add-on. So that's a win-win in my book. And that's your lot. That is the EverDrive 64 version 3. The only other EverDrive I would like to get in the future is the Mega EverDrive X7, which is for the Mega Drive. But of the three I wanted to get, this, and the SD SNES, that is the least important one for me, because Mega Drive emulation is pretty solid. So there you go. Looking forward to putting some time in on this, and I hope you guys enjoyed watching me unbox it. Very pleased with this, very pleased indeed. Need to make sure it works first, but I have no doubt that it will. Hope that's not famous last words. Anyway guys, if you enjoyed that, feel free to leave a like, comment and share and all that good stuff, or if you fancy it, fire up that subscribe button. Cheers very much for watching. Keep your fire burning! garden. And I will see you guys next time.